इतना सफर है कुछ होने में और बहुत कुछ होने में। इतना सा फर्क है एक बार सोच के छोड़ देने में और लग के कर दिखाने में। मान लेने में कि जिंदगी ऐसे ही कटेगी और सुबह 4 बजे उठ के सोचने में कि अभी तो बस शुरुआत है। किसी मैगजीन को हाथ में लेने में और उसी मैगजीन के कवर पेज पे होने में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वीआईपी सीट में और उसकी पिछली सीट में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वो जिसका मैदान ही खुला आसमान है वही कल जमीन पर तो था। पूछोगे तो बताएगा वो पंछी कि एक दायरे में सिमटने में और पूरी दुनिया को दायरा बनाने में बस इतना सा फर्क है। इतना कितना है? इतना है या इतना है? जो नापेगा वो जाने कि जहां धरती और आसमान मिलते हैं, नानकुर से दूर, अगर मगर शायद से दूर, वहां भी दोनों में फर्क बस इतना सा है। धरती और 7वें आसमान में फर्क बस इतना सा है। ये एक अंतर प्रेरणा है। ये हमारी, आपकी, हम सब की अंतर प्रेरणा है। एक कदम, एक छलांग, एक बाजी, एक गहरी सांस और एक ललकार खुली हवाओं में कि हाँ मैं बना हूं उन फिजाओं के लिए, कि हाँ मैं बना हूं उन ऊंचाइयों के लिए जो ऊंची तो बहुत है पर नामुमकिन भी नहीं, क्योंकि मुमकिन और नामुमकिन में बस इतना सा फर्क है। धूप छांव में फर्क बस इतना सा। तो बस चलिए फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया के साथ ये फर्क मिटा देते हैं। फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया, 20 years of ideas.
Good afternoon, everyone. Franchise India welcomes you to our Business Opportunity Over Chai webinar series. The first company to introduce and develop franchise market in India was Franchise India. We completely focus on franchise ecosystem, and we are among top 10 management consulting companies in India. All the business advisors work on 3 basic platforms: knowledge platform, marketing platform, and transactional platform. And we truly claim that no one sells more business than us. We welcome management team of Franchise India, Mr. Gaurav Maria, along with our second panel member, Ms. Sonia Chaudhary. Both would be sharing their industry prospects as well as their thought with us. The brand which we are presenting you today is Wooden Street, the brand which was established with a vision to set up a large network of retail stores across India. They are already having presence in all the regional like South India, West India, North India, and East India with their 25 plus experience stores. And they completely focus on quality innovation, customer satisfaction, and integrity. And it is our privilege to welcome Mr. Lokender Ranawat and Dinesh Singh to talk about the brand. Thank you so much, both of you, for joining in today. Over to you to explain your franchise model with all the attendees who have joined us today. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you, Archana. This is Dinesh. Good afternoon, everyone. We are very happy to have this opportunity to represent our brand and to talk more about the vision which we started with almost 5 years back. With me is Mr. Luken Ranawat, our CEO. We both are the co-founders along with other members. So we have a presentation which we are going to showcase today, and we will also accept questions on the way. Yeah. So here is the presentation. We will talk about our company, a little bit about how the furniture industry is going on and what is the opportunity, and some details of the financial details of this franchisee model. In the meanwhile, I will also try to use some YouTube videos and some real data from Google Analytics for your reference. So we started this company around 5 years back. The idea was very simple. We wanted to establish a brand in India which gives an opportunity to every Indian to fulfill the desire of best-in-class furniture and home decor. Uh, I am Kozhikode graduate. I was working with Procter and Gamble Lokendra was in UK. He was working for Birlasoft in marketing. So while living overseas, I was in Singapore. We realized that India is lacking a lot of offerings in terms of design in all fields. And furniture and home decor is one of the key fields for any individual. If you talk about the big ticket items which people buy, I mean, after housing and car, the third thing which people invest the most is a furniture. And very easily in a 2 BHK flat nowadays, investing 8 lakh 10 lakh rupees for each customer is very common now, at least in metro cities. And in tier 2 and tier 3 cities also, any investment of 5 to 7 lakhs is going on. So we thought that it's a big market and it's very unorganized. So we wanted to organize this. We wanted to offer more, designs and make this market, bring out the best from what was available in India. So that was the motto which we started. And I'm very happy that, we have reached at this stage today where we have 25 company operated, company owned experience stores. We are an online portal. So we have a website where we get around 33,000 people daily. So I will showcase you Google Analytics data, which is most updated. So we are an online company having experience stores. Why experience stores are needed? Because to our online customer, it gives a credibility, a physical space where they can go see and experience the furniture and then place the order. So the kind of traffic we generate is immense, and the experience stores are the culminating point where the customers come, spend some time, see what offerings are there for company, and make a decision. As written on the slide, we are doing deliveries across 100 cities in India. Although our stores are present in only 13 cities, but since we see a lot of orders coming from cities like Lucknow, Chandigarh, Dehradun, Guwahati, where we don't have a store, but a lot of people are asking for our furniture and above a certain limit, because it is not possible for us to fulfill the deliveries for small items. So we try to combine these orders and deliver them. So along the line, we also thought that why don't we open up, invite more partners in terms of franchisee, because there is a certain limit till which we can run, but we need more partners who can join with us, who can take care of this business for their own cities where they are located, where they have a local market knowledge. We already have a customer base, so we want to offer this online customer base to our potential franchisee partners who can convert these. So I will talk more about the potential. So this was the journey till so far. We started with furniture with small team size. First store we opened in Bangalore, and along the way we took investment also from prominent investors in India. So India Angel Network is a group of elite investors, where Naukri.com CEO Sanjeev Bikhchandani is also interacting personally, SCL co-founder, and then Mr. Saurabh Srivastav, who is the founder of NASCOM. So a lot of eminent personalities have invested in our venture. We have taken two rounds. The slide is not updated. Most recently, in June 2020, we raised 18 crore rupees from India Angel Network. And now we have very strong investors backing up. So that gives more credibility to the brand. And hence now we are also very confident, you know, to offer this model to our franchisee partners. Uh, Yeah. So here we are just talking about the potential of furniture. As we all are aware, Indian furniture industry, is highly unorganized. Some figure says up to 95% is unorganized. Customers are dependent on local carpenters, local shops. Many of those are selling substandard materials, because it's like a black box. Customers many times doesn't know what kind of wood is used in a sofa, right? So here in Tat Wooden Street, we offer full transparency, and we give a sense of a brand to a customer that whatever has been shown will be delivered, and we are there to take care of if there are any issues. So that is how we propose ourselves. So most recently, the turnover, we are doing around 15 crore rupees per month as a sales. And post COVID, as we are all aware, most of the business is shifting online. And this gives, at this point in time, I mean, if you are not online, you are losing a lot of business. That is how simply I will put it. And hence we are offering this opportunity, offering the online sales. We have a strong engine to generate lead. Our website woodenstreet.com see a high traffic, I will show you those figures also. I will pause here for a minute. So this is the data of Google Analytics. This is live data fetched from Google. This gets updated daily, real time. So in this data, what I have selected is past 1 year, which is January 1st, 2020 to December 31st, 2020. And I've tried to put, the traffic coming from the top cities in India in terms of users. So you would say, we don't have a store in Lucknow, right? But we are seeing around 1,30,000 people coming from Lucknow on our website each year. This will be around 10,000 people per month. Now, very simple question. If I am seeing 10,000 people coming to my website from Lucknow, lot of leads getting generated. If I open a store there, will it be able to sell? Definitely it will be able to sell, because online traffic shows us how much people are interested for that area. And we also use this tool ourselves to plan out our new stores. So we are transparently sharing this data with our potential partners, just to give them an idea that what kind of opportunity lies for them, if for their own cities. So here is a list of, we can make this available, the sort of traffic. If I just select, the last 1 month.
Dinesh, just give me a second. I think the screen is not visible.
Okay. Is it? Just a second. Just a second. Just a second. Okay. Sorry.
Visible to others? Okay, now it is.
Now it is visible. Okay, let me select again. So what I was trying to say is, this is a 1 year data, which is live fetch from Google Analytics. I'm sorry, I was not sharing this one. Again, it's getting updated. So if you see this list, that how many people are coming from which cities, you will clearly see that, Lucknow, we are getting 1,30,000 users, right? So this is a tremendous traffic, 10,000 people per month. Patna, or maybe Ludhiana, Kochi, Bhubaneswar, Guwahati. I mean, so from all over India, we are getting very good traffic. And, I have selected January, but if I select only December, the last month, the traffic is now increasing more and more, because more business are getting shifted. So, 18,000 per month now, Lucknow, right? So this is the kind of potential. If 18,000 people are coming to the website, opening a store, there will definitely, there are customers already awaiting for a store to get opened. We get a lot of queries where people ask, when are you guys opening? When are you guys opening? And there is a certain limit to which the management can run for. I mean, opening 25, 30 store, took us 3-4 years. Next 30 stores will again take us 4 years. And we don't want to wait till long, because the opportunity is right now. So we want franchisee partners to do this work for us, partnering with us. So this is just to showcase. This is a real-time data. I will show you how you can. So you can see this, the number of users on website is getting updated, what the users are seeing. So we make this available to our franchisee partners, that in your city, how many people are coming, what items they are searching. And this is where the potential plays. And we are not offering any traditional retail where you open a store and wait for customer to walk in. We are offering you an online database. Daily you will see lot of leads, their phone numbers, what people are asking for. And from first day onwards, you will have footfalls, because there are people who want to visit you, right? So that was, yeah.
To conclude, if we open any store in any tier 2 or tier 3 city, like maybe, just to give an example, in Agra, so maturity cycle, to pick up the sale is not going to be like a quarter or a 6 months or a year. It is instant, because people are already waiting for this brand. As we are an omni-channel kind of a brand, where we already have a technically very strong website, which is currently attracting a huge traffic every day, and the kind of furniture which we are offering is really unique. So going forward in the presentation, we will also showcase that what all categories we are covering, uh, not only solid wood but also more cost effective furniture like particle board, MDF, metal. So Dinesh,
Yeah, so this slide is visible. I mean, in terms of home furniture, we cover the entire range, starting from sofas. We have a tie-up with D Decor also, where we offer premium fabric. Plus, we also offer, fabric which is custom printed for us, so that there are unique designs which cannot be copied, because a lot of copy work also happen in this industry. Then living room furniture, bedroom, dining, and we offer genuine shisham wood furniture. We procure these shisham wood from areas of Punjab, Rajasthan, UP, where this shisham is grown and cultivated by farmers and bought from government auctions. So it's a very authentic trail of wood. Plus, we also offer particle board, which is Action Tesa premium particle board. We have a tie-up. So Action Tesa is one of the investors in Wooden Street. Hence, we get very affordable rates, particle board, engineering board, which offer a low-cost furniture option. Plus, we have an entire range of home decor. For starting from lamps, rugs. So essentially, when a customer walks in a store, they can not only see furniture of all kinds, plus they can also choose from the decor, and it's very all very creative and very designer stuff, because that was our vision. As a standalone company, I will quickly show you one video,
So
if time
see,
allows.
why we are different. Like, we can, you can compare us with other furniture brands, but how Wooden Street is different is that we focus a lot on research and development. We have our in-house designers. We have hired best design team from NIFT and from NID. So these people keep on designing new stuff. Like, almost 100% of the furniture is made in India. So we are not importing any single piece from China or any other country. So this is also something which is going to be the future of the furniture, because as the import duties has already increased, government is also promoting like a lot of make in India kind of initiative. So 100% of the furniture is make in India. Our core focus is design. So whatever designs you see on Wooden Street, these are like copyrighted designs. These designs are only available on Wooden Street. So with any other furniture company, in your city, or so these are the people who keep on buying from other, so the same designs can be available. So even the fabric, we have our in-house research and development. We have our in-house manufacturing units. So we have one of the largest fabric manufacturing unit in Jaipur. We have almost 2 lakh square feet of manufacturing unit available in Jodhpur, where all the solid wood furniture manufacturing is done. We have our design partners and manufacturing unit in Muradabad, Bhadoi. So, the success of Wooden Street is we were successfully, able to source best product from all the corners of the country.
Yeah, correct. So you see the entire decor range. I mean, from even the wall clocks we are, getting custom made. We will not see the same design anywhere else, and these are selling very well. So essentially, if someone wants to enter into home decor, apart from furniture, there is a complete range, and otherwise it will be very difficult to put all these things together. As Lokender is saying, we are at core technical company. Our apps are getting more than 5 lakh downloads. If you see our YouTube, we have almost 1 lakh subscriber. This is double of what Paperfry and Urban Ladder are having. You can check it yourself. We have the highest, the largest library of videos anywhere in the world for furniture. All our items, videos are available. And why we do this? Because videos always help realize the thing better. So this help virtually to people make a decision. And on YouTube also we get around 3 lakh people per month. Here we cover things like celebrity videos, celebrity homes, customer testimonials, how customers are feeling about the brand, and daily around 5 to 10 videos are getting made. So it's not that the work has stopped. We continue to push out these things, because we are online company and this is the bread and butter. So our focus is too much on online promotion. And for your cities also, I mean, when we do it centrally, it happens automatically for all cities, because our Facebook team, LinkedIn team, Pinterest, YouTube, I mean, Quora, Instagram, this we have a huge team of 20 members who is managing this social media. We spend around 15 lakh rupees per month today, in terms of promotion on online, and the plan is to increase this to 50 lakh rupees per month. So that kind of money we are investing, the brand is investing. Hence, we it makes sense for us to have more physical stores as experience stores in all the cities across India, at least the top 100 cities, which can directly get a benefit. So
And
the
and
yeah.
the total team size right now, who is supporting all the technical, social media, the store expansion, the product selection. We have a team of almost 450 people in-house for working for Wooden Street, and we are hiring more. So when 500 people, almost 500 people working behind one website, definitely you can see the kind of results we have gained. Other than that, Dinesh, can we also showcase one video of Bangalore store and maybe Udaipur store,
Yeah,
which
definitely.
will show
Definitely.
you how
Let
our
me,
look like? That will give you an idea that how people how we are differentiated.
yeah. Let me know if the audio is coming. Just a second.
So this is our one of the store we already have around 5 stores in Bangalore. This is one of the store in HSR layout. If anybody wants to even go and visit and have a look, you are more than welcome. So our concept is that we create rooms within the store. So like we create at least 3 or 4 bedroom, 2 or 3 living areas, and this is how we decorate each and every room. So people can actually visualize that how this furniture is going to look like when they buy it and in their own homes.
Yeah, so the address is also on the website. Yeah, anyone can go and visit. Should I also, showcase the Udaipur video?
Udaipur store, which is one of the latest store.
Yeah. This shows more of a home decor.
So we always have a welcome area. This is a dedicated, division for decor section where we showcase all the, cushion covers, bed sheets, rugs, and we are also like we have very good repository of, wall accent and carpets now. So
But
these videos are guys available on YouTube. You can check our Wooden Street YouTube channel, and you can have like more detail. You can actually have a feel of. So we also have a separate lighting section. All the lamps are designed and manufactured by Wooden Street. So these are all copyrighted designs.
so all this fabric and all, yeah. So this is the kind of experience which so very simply put, Wooden Street can be declared as an affordable premium brand, wherein we are giving a chance to customers to items will look like luxury item, but it is at a very affordable price. And why we are able to do it? Because we are online company. We typically don't appoint distributors and sell via them. So there is no middle layer in between. Plus, most of the items, as Lokendra has said, I mean, we are make in India, try to do lot of things in house, which also helps save on cost. Because we all know that it's a very competitive industry, and a margin of few percentage, it makes a difference in furniture. So that's why we are very conscious of cost. If you are wondering, where we are about regarding our competitors, so it's very simply, if you compare us with Urban Ladder or Paperfry, we are less in price compared to them. So Urban Ladder and Wooden Street difference is around 15%. Even Paperfry is 10% expensive. Fab India is quite expensive. So is Evoque. I mean, among all these players, Wooden Street sells at the most affordable price, and also give an experience of premium. So that is where our proposition is as a brand. So I will just quickly, so we want to roll out, franchisees, across India. All tier two, tier three cities, proposals are welcome. We can showcase more traffic, more details. Some of the details are captured already here, which will be shared in terms of traffic. Here is a glimpse of, the officers, the team. So as Lokendra is saying, now almost 450 people team is, working behind Wooden Street.
You need to again share that slide. We
Okay,
are
okay.
seeing YouTube slide.
Oh, okay. So there's some issue, I think. Is it visible now?
Yeah. So yeah,
Yeah, yeah. So this was the team snippet. I mean, the people. And in terms of brand proposition, I want to showcase this slide, that where Wooden Street is bringing value. In terms of pricing, our position is lowest. I mean, in terms of comparing with Fab India or Urban Ladder, they are most premium. Then Evoque and Pepperfry is at least 10% expensive. And then there is Wooden Street. And in terms of store count, we have around 25 stores owned by company. And definitely we want to invite more proposals to expand it to 100 stores within next 2 to 3 years. I mean, there are some more details. Okay, I will just go ahead. Okay, so now we come to the franchisee proposal where we will capture more details of this model. Okay, so these are the top 20 cities we are seeing. I mean, there can be more apart from these. This will be the franchisee-owned, franchisee-operated model. I mean, the sourcing of product, I mean, whether it's a decor product or if it's a furniture product, the manufacturing will be taken care by the brand. And delivery till franchise city will be managed by Wooden Street. So we will be sending these items directly to the warehouse in the franchise city. And from there, the role of franchise stores starts. I mean, they manage the experience center setup, managing the retail walk-ins, also the kind of sales which are happening, local store marketing. I mean, Wooden Street is spending so much on online and digital promotion that we don't see that local marketing is needed at all. But still, if some flyer distribution or some low-cost marketing has to be done, like no parking board, which is like 50,000 rupees per month or even less than that, I mean, 20,000 rupees, that's okay. I mean, that depends on franchisee, how much they want to do it. But as a brand, we will push a lot on online and digital media. And the last thing is taking care of product delivery within that city. Uh, once we give franchisee in any city, we will stop taking online orders directly from that city. So all the leads which will be coming from that city will be redirected to the franchisee. Wooden Street will definitely help you in terms of train the staff how to talk to the leads, how to convert them. And we will also, there will be a manager who will be, supporting very frequently if franchisee needs any more kind of help or training or increasing the conversion, what is missing at the center, we will do that. That support will be provided.
And the franchisee, we just don't want to, as a friend, we want to run it as our own store because see, we are an ERP implemented company. So with store, we will install the complete ERP in the system. We will help you hire the best resource. Whatever calls which you will receive on the store, or if any of the agent is making a call, all the calls will be recorded. We have a proper quality team who will keep a check that what executives are talking to the customer, if there is any refinement required. So it is a kind of a hand in hand kind of a thing which we will, so we will not just lose that, we will just not leave the franchisee all alone, but at least 10 times we are going to talk in every day that what strategy should work, which lead, how we can convert it. If it is required, even the senior salesperson from Wooden Street can involve and help you convert a big lead in your city.
Hmm. Yeah, because till the time franchisee doesn't sell well, I mean, company will not sell. So our motto is that if you sell more, we will sell more, definitely. So what Lokendra is essentially saying that we will not differentiate between a Wooden Street store and a franchisee store. The way we manage our stores also, I mean, me and Lokendra, we are located in Jaipur. We have stores all over India. How do we manage them? We have a dedicated team who looks at camera, at what time people are coming, what dress they are wearing, how they are treating a customer, whether they are attentive or not, whether they are well trained or not, whether they talk to customer in the right way or not. If needed, we will be there at your stores to train your people, once in a month or once in a quarter, whatever frequency, suits you. But it will be more like, if even if the franchisee owner is not sitting in store, they will not miss anything because we will ensure that we oversee whatever is going on in the store. Okay, so now I talk about the financials of this model. What we are saying is, since we are online company, we have a catalog of 10,000 items on our website. Hence, we don't need to display a lot of items in physical stores. Even our stores today, the Udaipur store you saw, it's around 1,800 square feet carpet. So that is a sort of a large area which we are taking. But we feel that, ideally 1200 to 1500 square feet carpet is very much sufficient to showcase the top selling item, which we will tell you, for your city, what people are searching already. We will ensure that only those items get displayed because people are maximum interested in those items. So we don't need a large area like other stores. We will, go around 1200 to 1500 square feet carpet, in which we already have a plan of putting 3 to 4 beds, 3 dinings, 2 wooden sofa, 1 fabric sofa. So we have an entire clear list what we are going to do. In terms of rental, what we feel is it should not exceed 1 lakh rupees. So I that should be the right rent for your city. In terms of interior fit outs, we plan a very simple layout where we, things like paint is included, some lighting, some wall partitions, to make a room like feeling. So that we will, that will be covered in 7,50,000 rupees. We have opened 25 stores, so we know, these numbers from where they are coming, and this is, the best estimate. It will be lesser than this only. In terms of equipment, computer, laptop, and ACs, we have planned 2,75,000. Then we are seeing an inventory of 12 lakh rupees. Now this inventory includes store display inventory, which is around 8 lakh rupees. So for 1200 to 1500 square feet, 8 lakh rupees of on-cost inventory is sufficient. For warehouse, we are keeping 4 lakh rupees extra inventory because many times customers say, and they want it quickly. So we will have some inventory in warehouse, and then we will do fulfillments very quickly. So you don't need to keep a lot of inventory in your own city, right? We have dedicated transport going to all parts of the country to our own stores. We will link the franchisee to our own stores so that we can weekly deliveries can also happen. Then we have kept a pre-opening and inventory. So this is sort of some small promotional or inauguration event which we have kept. There is a franchisee fee of 1 lakh rupees. I mean, the brand do not believe in earning upfront from franchisee. As we go down the way, we will explore more opportunities. And if the franchisees are comfortable selling more, we will also be happy. So we don't want to put a big barrier here. We just want to take a nominal token of franchisee fee. Hence, we have kept it 1 lakh rupees. So net, the setup cost will be around 24 to 25 lakh rupees, which will include all the inventory. And this inventory is also sellable. If a customer is giving a bulk order, they want delivery from store, we can give the store items also. As I told, the fulfillment will be fast. We will refill the items very quickly. In terms of lease deposits, if you are renting out, the three times of rent or 2 times of rent is common in India. So the 2 lakh rupees is a lease deposit, and we have also kept a 5 lakh rupees working capital, just in case it is needed. So overall, I think 25 to 30 lakh rupees will be the total investment, which will include everything, including inventory, which a franchisee has to do. And in terms of annual sales potential, what we expect is around 3 crore rupees minimum for the year one. Is possible in tier 3 city also. I mean, you saw the Udaipur store. We are selling around 20 lakh rupees per month, and this store just opened 4 or 5 months back. We have one franchisee store in Agartala, which is selling around 25 lakh rupees per month. So we know that in tier 2, tier 3 cities, how much potential is there, and we have made the model accordingly. We will yeah.
Regarding the space, it is not required that we need to have a showroom on the main road on the ground floor, as we are an omni-channel brand. So if you look at Wooden Street store, majority of our stores are either on the first floor or second floor. So as we are already able to attract a good amount of traffic, even if your store is not on the premium road. So it is not required that this 1200 or 1500 or maybe like 2000 square feet of area need to have on a ground floor. अगर कोई second floor पे भी जगह available है, या अगर main road पे नहीं है, side में कोई main road के पास में कोई अच्छा space है, then also it is going to work.
Yeah, because the store आज की तारीख में the most visibility your store will get is on Google Maps, not on the physical road. So Google Maps पे the kind of traffic which we have, people search directly that I need a direction to the Wooden Street, let's say in Lucknow, and they will directly land up in your store, whether it's on main road or not. So that is for sure going to work. Yeah, so the sales potential is 3 crore rupees per year. We will share 18% margin. Now, this 18% includes both online and offline. So we don't differentiate like Paperfry, who offer 12% on online leads and 15% on offline leads. It is same. Like Godrej also offer 15% on offline. I mean, we are making it 18% both online and offline. And once the franchisee starts, we will stop taking any online order from that city. So all the leads, whatever coming, will directly go to the franchisee, so that tomorrow we don't have any, no discussion is needed that this was online lead, this is my margin. We will make it very simple. Whatever sale is happening in that city, whether online order, the customer is not coming to store, but is still placing an order, we will directly give it to franchisee.
And
So
then,
that is all.
not only just homeowners or like customers, there are even like lot of corporate customers. जैसे कोई भी आपके शहर में कोई छोटा होटल भी बन रहा है, कोई रेस्टोरेंट भी बन रहा है, या कोई रिसोर्ट बन रहा है, तो हम लोग काफी टाइम से देख रहे हैं कि जैसे अगरतला में हमने ऑलरेडी एक रिसोर्ट किया जहाँ पे 55 रूम्स की प्रॉपर्टी थी. So as we have our own manufacturing units at a very reasonable good cost, we are able to scale. अगर कोई 200 rooms का furniture भी हमें deliver करना है तो we have a capability of delivering in a 30 days time. So even you can expect those corporate orders coming to your store.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think this was regarding the proposal. There are some details in terms of, we are expecting the average ticket size, which is going for us, is around 40,000 rupees. Because, whenever a customer comes in, they buy usually 2 to 3 items. If they are buying a sofa, they also go for a coffee table. Or if sometimes buying a bed, go for a mattress or a, bedside table or bed sheets. So since we offer everything, it helps customer to buy multiple items. So the average ticket size, we have, it's around 40,000 rupees, which is going on in across all cities, right? And then we assume that, starting with per month around 50 orders, and then how things will go. I mean, converting 50 or 50 people in a month is very simple, because the kind of traffic which we are seeing, daily there are around 800 people coming in a city, 700 people coming in online. I mean, converting 1 or 2 of them should not be a challenge. It's very simple and manageable. In terms of employee cost, we have taken very reasonable assumptions. Since it's a small store, we don't need, 5 people. We just need a staff of 3 people, out of which one will be office boy, one will be manager who will take care of, billing and all, and one will be executive sales person. So a staff of 3 is sufficient for managing. Then we'll keep one person for deliveries and carpentry. So, that staff, 4 to 5 staff is sufficient for managing both the things. Marketing, we have just kept it 1.5%, which includes, logistics. Marketing, Wooden Street is going to push a lot anyways. So you don't need to worry about, putting up hoardings or newspaper advertisement in your city, because that online customer we are already taking care of, who are, more keen to buy. So we have taken some real expenses which we also incurred today in electricity and everything, and we reached to this limit. The current return of investment looks like 49% for year one, and from there onwards it will increase, because not only we keep on adding new items, we keep on pushing for more online digital marketing, adding new items, new categories. We are now working on recliners and bean bags, one of the highest selling items in India. So, we keep on adding new capabilities. As Lokendra said, engineering wood furniture. So we make, plywood beds, almari, shoe racks, in a somewhat affordable range. Even bachelors can buy that, completely knocked down. So that kind of innovation, which will definitely drive sales. So what we are looking for ideal partner is someone who is, aspiring and entrepreneur, or he himself is entrepreneur. We just want that, the entrepreneur is keen to understand the online business, how online is going to disrupt the Indian market. Someone who is, mature enough to understand and, join us for a long term. We want definitely, long term engagement, because this is just the start. There can be option of multiple stores within your city, or and another store in a nearby city. So we will be very happy if someone steps up and take more opportunity with us. It will make managing relationship more simpler for us. We also invite the property owners who don't have enough time to enter into day-to-day operations of running a store, but have a property which they can start a store with. So they are also welcome. So that's what we are expecting. So these are just the highlights. Okay, so I think that was all regarding the presentation today. I think so. Archana, what will be the flow now? Should we go for question and answers?
Thank you, Dinesh ji. I think thank you. The good presentation, very well presented, and I agree with you that the whole opportunity is O2O, the online to offline, and vice versa. And you have done extremely well in terms of finding that gap area, both by your price points, by the product offering, and also creating an integrated play on furniture. And furniture is a very complex category. It used to be very complex because the number of SKUs and the kind of capability required used to make the business model very unviable. If you see, they used to be big boxes with a lot of inventory used to be carried. Now what they've done is that they've actually brought in a solution. Solution is that there's a lot of inventory and SKUs are carried on online, and only a fast-moving product displays are available at the store, which gives opportunity for a customer to come and touch and feel, see the quality, but also can also see an option which are widely available online. And online is a very large capability which Wooden Street has done. They are invested by a very strong marquee investors who see an opportunity of building this as a very, very serious brand offering. So I'll start with few questions, and then we probably try to take questions from audience also. And I will request audience to go out and write in the Q&A box, and also share the city if you're available. And especially we get at Franchise India a lot of inquiries of people who are property owners. They have their own property, normally on a first floor and things like that, and we don't get too many options really from the retail. So it's a good opportunity which Lokendra has told, that you can even look at a first floor if it is the right visibility and the right structure. So let me start with questions in this is a model which is actually now been practiced globally, where you are technically a display inventory only, and everything is shipped from the central warehouse so that you don't move it, and you keep refreshing that central the display inventory over the time. So one question is that what is a supply chain look like for you, and what is the timeline the customer orders for you, and what have you built your backend capabilities to deliver that products? If I go to any place and order a particular sofa, and which would the franchisee would know the real-time inventory base so that he can bring predictability in the shipments. That's one question. And you also said that sometimes you allow them to really use display, which is not normally advised, because if you use the display furniture to sold, one, you give sometimes not the fresh product to customers. That can be a challenge. And second time, you can have an issue of under display, which can be a challenge. So how do you really take the whole supply chain? Because it's a very bulky product and it needs a different supply chain. While I understand that you're doing it all over, but for our audience, it will be good to understand.
Yeah. So Gaurav, just to answer, I'll elaborate on our supply chain, structure. Now, how it works is that, we have a national warehouse based in Rajasthan, in Jodhpur, where majority of the furniture is manufactured. And then we have a distribution hubs. So just to give you an example, we have created Bangalore, Hyderabad, and Chennai as a hub for South India. So how we do is that all the furniture, and see, we work on forecasted inventory model. So as we are already aware that Bangalore, we are going to receive these X amount, X designs of bed, and every month 40, 50 beds we are going to sell in Bangalore. So we keep an inventory of around 100 beds in Bangalore, Hyderabad, and Chennai. So our motive is that we can quickly, within a week, the fast selling bed can be delivered to any store or to any customer. So regarding this supply chain network, we have a national warehouse, we have delivery hubs in Bangalore, Hyderabad, Chennai, and wherever we have stores, like we have a warehouse in Ahmedabad in Gujarat, We already have a warehouse in Maharashtra, in Pune and Mumbai, in Bhiwandi. And so in every city, we have a chain of, delivery hubs, which is again supported by our national, mother warehouse in Jodhpur. And there is a container load which is transported every day to these hubs. So even like 7 days a week, we have a container going from national warehouse to Bangalore. So even if a franchisee store from South India, they are taking any order, we can dispatch the same item if available in the inventory next day itself.
And this
Normally,
is visible online. I mean, all the inventory to the franchisee will be visible online via ERP. So we will give them a login where the inventory will be updated on a daily basis as it comes to the national warehouse as well as the delivery hub. I mean, as for South, we have in Bangalore, the main hub, then smaller hubs in Hyderabad and Chennai. For North, we have in Delhi NCR. So in Fatehpur Berry, we have taken around 2 lakh square feet for warehousing only. So that is where we warehouse for NCR region. Similarly, now we are seeing good movement from Kolkata and Agartala. So we are planning one warehouse in East India. So, if a franchisee is there in Ranchi, let's say, it's not very far from Kolkata. What we can do is we can fulfill the shipment from Kolkata onwards, not from Jodhpur, I mean. So hence, smaller items, smaller part loads can also be made via this route. So that is the plan.
Very, very helpful. And just to add on the question, somebody was asking on Northeast, so which means with that fulfillment would come from for future Calcutta warehousing, which
yes.
That would. So the model is clearly that you put a display stock, and every time when you place an order, it will be delivered directly from you. And a cycle like furniture, people don't mind waiting for a few days, and the product is. That's a cycle which people normally also expect. Rather, it has come down because earlier you have to have a custom furniture, which used to take much larger.
Yes.
But now you deliver a great product and hardwood furniture, and also their designs are specially proprietary designed by them. So it's a very strong product which is led by design capabilities. So now coming to the product mix, while every single store would have a very different, and I clearly saw the store in Udaipur and Bangalore having a little different reflection. And you must have seen that what South is reacting to, and South also, Chennai is very different to Hyderabad. Hyderabad is a very different furniture market, very, very mature furniture market, so to say. I mean, if you really see, it's been there for historic times. And Chennai is very different. Bangalore is very different. Pune behaves more closer to Bangalore than with Bombay. So what do you see, and how do your analytic, because you have a strong business analytic structure because of your online capabilities. So when you do a product mix, I'm sure that you will be able to use your analytic capabilities to design what you want to really offer in particular store.
Yeah, so Gaurav, as rightly said, being a technical company, we analyze this data very closely. In fact, we have a very strong analytical tools, which is, developed by company itself. We can even, showcase you our ERP, that how it works. We closely monitor that which city and which store, what product is moving fast. Definitely, there is a, change in the taste that Delhiites, the taste is little different from, what people like in South, because literally we are that aware that in southern India, people are more inclined towards little darker polish, like walnut finishes really move fast in southern India stores, whereas in Delhi, people are more inclined towards little, like, they try to buy more fabric sofas, velvets, floral fabrics really move fast. Leatherites are, preferred in Delhi. So, and even if they choose wooden finishes, they try to go with a little lighter finish like honey and tea. So yes, we have a strong system where we analyze all the details, inflow of the sale very closely, and we try to, make sure that whatever is moving fast in that area, so that has to be aligned with the store also. So in Chennai store, we will always prefer that, walnut finish we should display in, in the store rather than, little lighter finishes. So that is, we already have a strong business analyst team, and this team is going to work with the franchisee store also, as we are already aware कि वहाँ पे क्या निकलेगा और क्या already, demand में है. So that data will be clearly shared with the franchisee owners, and that will be discussed on a weekly basis with them.
Sure. So I'll take a quick question, which is coming from one of our senior consultants based out of Bangalore, Mr. Javed Khan. He's saying the transport charges is billed where? Who takes over the transport last mile reach to? So you will take it till store, and then store to customer is done by the franchisee. Is my
Yes.
understanding?
Yes.
Yeah.
So we will deliver the furniture till franchisee warehouses in your city. From franchisee warehouse to customer's place, the delivery and installation need to be taken care by the franchisee owners.
Very helpful. And now let me also take a question around the merchandise itself. So when you what is the cycle of refreshing your display stock? That's one. How do you clear the existing stock? And this is one of the problems we saw one time, a long time back. A company which was promoted by Birlas. They used to be the first really furniture retail company. And one of the biggest problems they got into this business was they were not able to really refresh the stock, and it was a challenge. And because earlier, initially, they were importing the product, and once it was built, and the franchisee would complain and do that. While you are an integrated operator, and you are obviously all make in India kind of a product, so you don't have that kind of a major issue. But how do you help to refresh the store? How many times you would like to do that? What changes you need to do? And second is, if something is not moving, how do you help them to really move that?
So Gaurav, ideally, we try to refresh store every quarter, because every 3 months we try to bring some new items, as we already have a huge inventory of lot of designer products available on the website. So what we do is that suppose a franchisee store is operating with 4 designs of bed, for a first quarter, but we already know that there are top 10 beds which is selling in there, in that city. So वहां से जो पुराना स्टॉक है हम ऑर्डर के अगेंस्ट हम निकाल सकते हैं, और हम नए डिजाइन्स से उस जगह को रिप्लेस कर सकते हैं. So that we every quarter we will do it. As we have our own manufacturing unit and a good design team sitting in house, so don't worry about the new designs. We keep on launching every day. So even if there is a section on the website which says new, so when you click on the new section, you will find lot of at least 4 or 5 designs, launch every day. So definitely, as it is a cutthroat competition, so Wooden Street is known for our designs. So that is our core forte. And we also want that अगर कोई customer 3 महीने बाद वापस store आ रहा है, तो एटलीस्ट उसको कुछ नया दिखना चाहिए स्टोर पे.
And one more thing which we have thought, I mean, when one of your senior consultant asked this question that what will happen, एक साल तक नहीं बिका. So me and Logan had discussed that अभी तक तो ऐसा हुआ नहीं है, but this is a valid question. Somebody might have it. So let's say if there is any dead stock after a year or something, brand will take it back. So that assurance we can give to the franchisee, that if franchisee is feeling that after a year also this item is not visible, people are not liking it, we will take an action and pick it up. Don't worry about it. We'll replace it with a new item which a franchisee wants or against order.
गाइस अभी तक ऐसा कोई भी ऐसा आइटम नहीं है जो 3 महीने से पहले हमारा. इनफैक्ट अभी चैलेंज ये है कि हमें और जल्दी हमें प्रोडक्ट को डिलीवर करना है. डिमांड ऑलरेडी बहुत ज्यादा है, और एज वी ऑलरेडी हैव ए ह्यूज नेटवर्क ऑफ स्टोर्स in the city, so that is not a big challenge. We can easily pick up the product and we can deliver it to any other store, any other customers. We have always demand available.
Yeah, so it's a classic store structure which comes with a lot of learning which they have from their online capabilities, and every store is divided into 4 different parts. One is what I call destination product. Destination, clearly they are a premium value store, gives which is the largest segment of demand side. Specialty is that they come with a very hardwood furniture capabilities, and that capability is very difficult to achieve because it needs a different kind of skill of manufacturing and bringing design value. And third is they would bring in a lot of seasonal products every day, new launches, because online is very demanding from a newest of the business. And finally, impulse products are also there, which are the lighting offering, the soft furnishing, and also the wall clocks and things of that nature, which would complement all the impulse when you come buy furniture as a destination priority, then you like something else. So the investment which is very, very attractive to me, and that's what my take on this, because the total investment is 24 odd lakh rupees, and you have some working capital which you need to keep provision of 5 odd lakh rupees with you. But your capex is actually about 10 lakh rupees. Rest is your working capital for stock and some other structure. So it's a very, very attractive financial investment model, because the problem in furniture stores and other home stores was that the investment and the stock levels were very high, and the entry barrier for average investor to come in. The average investor would not come in the furniture business for one. The real estate required was much larger, and the investment was much larger. What they have actually diagnosed very structurally is that they brought the investment down. Now you can really open up a store like this, which can draw about 3 crores of annualized revenue with such a small size, which is 1,500 odd square feet, and you can start with about 24 lakh rupees, which is the investment, and about 5-6 lakh rupees of working capital. Actually, the 12 lakh rupees of stock is also a working capital technically for you. So that's where the opportunity is. Now I'd like to invite Sonia to take questions which are coming in from audience, and I will again request that please share your city, because we take an approval every time. This is a great opportunity for us to take an approval. Would that city make sense? Because they have ready analytic available, and they can quickly tell you that would this be a priority number 1, priority number 2, or a priority number 3, depending on where we are. And if you also have your real estate, then also you can share. And for our audience which is logged in on live Facebook, you can also use the hotline number and send your WhatsApp on the city which you are taking. We are more than happy to take your question also. Over to you, Sonia.
Thank you so much, Lokender and Dinesh. And I would second, it's a very good inventory light model. And one of the trickiest elements of a furniture business is offering right combination of variety, quality, and price for the customer. And you've actually balanced the value proposition for a franchisee, making it asset light, and he carries no risk on the inventory, and also equally for the customer segment. And I would also maybe add, you talked about your online presence and the optimization of the search engine, and I would say it's not possible that a prospective buyer or a consumer comes on the Google finds option and he does not land on your website. I'm myself a testimonial to that. I think last month I was searching something. Every time I would search, I would land on your website, and that's when I discovered your brand. So first question, which I wanted to rather ask, because you have a good online presence. Now, how much between the online and offline is the customer drive, and if I talk and translate that in terms of revenue, and you also mentioned that you would support the franchisee in terms of marketing digitally. So how would that work out, and what is the responsibility of a franchisee offline? So you mentioned online digital campaigns would be run by you. So 2 questions. One, how much of consumer or a customer is driven between these 2 platforms, which is online and offline? And second, what kind of marketing initiatives are done by the company, and what is expected out of a franchisee to execute?
Yeah. So, Sonia, I mean, in terms of the questions of digital marketing and the mix of online versus offline, what we feel that, online customers are, the premium ones. So when we analyze our store, we realize that around 60 to 70% of people who are buying items are coming from online leads. So whatever leads we were generating, these people were coming to store and placing an order, which means that if you open a store in any city where we are not today, like Lucknow, Varanasi, Ranchi, Srinagar, we expect that a huge amount of sale will contributed by the online people who are already seeing our website. So in a more mature store for us, which is like 2-year-old, we see it getting stable at 60 to 70%. Now the rest depends on the network of franchisee owner. I mean, how much they are pulling from their own contacts, or where their store is located. If it's on main road, they get 10% additional sale. If they have existing furniture business, they have 20 years of experience in that city, they have a related business like a hotel, a automobile, a store or something, then of course it will increase. But what we can assure is around 70% of the sale will definitely happen online from whatever we are working, on centrally. Rest 30% is of the franchisee owner, or their existing connection, whatever they can use their network. On second question of what is our plan going forward, so we are focusing a lot on this digital team, because as you rightly said, Wooden Street is visible whenever a customer comes to Google. That is happening organically. So a lot of investment goes in the back end, because Google itself keep on changing. They keep on changing their software. So we have to ensure that every time a customer comes online, they will find Wooden Street if they are looking for any item which we are offering. So this needs investment in terms of SEO tools, expert resources. We pay high salaries to these resources up to 2 lakh rupees per month. So that is the investment going on organic team. Plus on Instagram, Facebook, we are running paid campaigns. We are also using Google paid campaigns. So we are spending around 15 lakh rupees on Google. We pay around 5 lakh rupees on Instagram, Facebook combined. They are owned by same entity. So today we are investing around 20 to 25 lakh rupees per month. As the franchisee store opens, we will also have a dedicated campaign for that city. So we planned a budget of around 10 lakh rupees for the city in the first year. So that kind of support is available to the franchisee owners for that city.
Okay.
And Sonia, we have a strong social media team sitting with us. So, for the local social media campaign, we will also guide franchisee owners that how they can run their, local pages there. So that kind of support is always available. Like, that team is always, will be in touch with the franchisee owners.
Sure. Very helpful. I'll take up some question from the audience also. First is, I see somebody, I know maybe the prospect might be running an outlet. So while we talked about an exclusive outlet, are we also exploring somebody who opens up maybe a shop in shop if the infrastructure is big enough? I think he's talking about the kitchen and other complementing products, which is destination for your buyers also. Would that possibility be there if somebody already has an infrastructure and he puts in a space for Wooden Street?
Yeah, Sonia, so that there is a possibility. In fact, if somebody is already having a tile store, or like, somebody already selling something which is already related to home, there is a good chance of cross sale. And that will be really a good strategy, that if you already have a customer base who's coming there, and so there's a possibility. The only requirement is that the space, the minimum 1200 to 1500 square feet of space, because until unless we are not able to display the kind of the products will not move.
Correct. That's very important. And if we talk about the profile of people, what would be your ideal selection criteria for a franchisee?
So not any particular specific thing we have thought through, but we have realized that franchisee owners should be tech savvy. I mean, they must understand how ERP works, because if in the end everything will work if this technology is also working. I mean, the inventory is being accessed, the lead data has been tracked. So while brand will take care of a lot of things, the remaining 10-20% work, even a franchisee owner has to be involved sometime. So a tech savvy franchisee owner will definitely help. Someone who knows a little bit about how software runs, how to look inventory and all. So, and some interest in home design will also help, because customers trust a lot whatever they are seeing there. So they ask for advice from the store, someone who is sitting in store. So that will also help if some taste in interior design is there, or some keen interest is needed. That's it, I would say. Very basic.
And Sonia, talking about the technical expertise, it is not required like that he should be really tech savvy. Even if he's not tech savvy, he should be flexible enough. We can hire a resource, someone, because we already have a big technical team ready to support the franchisee owners. So we can analyze the data, we can share the analytics, and we can explain them. अगर उनको नहीं समझ में आ रहा है कि सॉफ्टवेयर कैसे रन कर रहा है या क्या रन कर रहा है, we are there to help.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'll also take some cities, I think what we're talking about are top cities that you talked about, your hubs like Ahmedabad and all the 3 cities of South. I'll take some smaller cities which I'm seeing coming from our viewers. So cities like Northeast, there's smaller cities in Northeast. Would that be a potential area for you to look at? One, and Somebody's asking, do you have enough data which suggests there's a business coming from northeastern states? I have somebody from Jammu who's keen to explore from Jammu, Ujjain and Ranchi. I'm taking specifically these cities because these are comparatively tier 2 smaller locations. So any word on that, one, on the kind of data and the potential you see, and second, if these locations are open for us to explore?
Yeah, definitely. So I was also going through the comments, and so in Northeast, we are seeing good traction from Guwahati, Tezpur, Dimapur, Imphal, Agartala. We already have a store. So these 3-4 cities which I named, good potential there. We are ready to open a store. For Ranchi, I mean Jamshedpur and Ranchi, we see very good traction coming in. Talking about Jammu and Kashmir, I mean both Jammu and Srinagar are potential locations. Cities like Udhampur, we are getting good traction. Then there are places like a lot of resorts getting made around Jammu. So we are getting very good leads from up to Leh, Kargil also, where people are buying resort items, and this kind of furniture looks very trendy in resorts and hotels also. So wherever there is a tourist nearby, this there is a good demand. In fact, recently we did the House of Governor of Jammu. I think Mr. Murmu was, when he was there, he visited our Delhi store and bought furniture for Jammu into this Governor House. So hence, we have very good clientele across India. Whatever cities like Ujjain, I am seeing in the list. So definitely a very good potential, good city to have a store. So all these cities, we welcome the proposals.
Sure. And Jamshedpur, Bikaner, Kota, I think the 3 more locations which I see.
Yeah, Kota has a high potential, I think. Yeah.
And how many, are we giving any radius to the franchisee? Because some locations you already have multiple stores operating. So is there a radius that we give to a franchisee as a territory where he gets both online as well as physical presence, and the next store would be open maybe, within a certain radius or kilometers?
So Sonia, as of now, talking about the cities, we are trying not to give 2 franchisees in the same city until unless it's like really metros, like as in Bangalore, we already have 4 cities. But talking about these cities like Ujjain, Kota, Bikaner, or Jammu, we don't want to spread. Don't want to overlap 2 franchisees in the same city.
Okay, that's very helpful. So smaller cities, I think people have the first mover advantage. The first one will get exclusive right more or less in the city, and the bigger cities, depending on the potential 3 to 4 odd locations, which would have Bangalore, Bombay, Delhi locations of these nature. Great. Okay, one thing, if you could also, so when we talk about the obligation of a franchisee, what all is he supposed to do, in terms of day-to-day operations, one, and what kind of support would the company give in the ongoing business, so one towards marketing, one is the initial launch marketing, which you mentioned that is the franchisee, and then there's ongoing promotion. And as far as discounts are concerned, we have talked about a flat 18% discount in the model. So if there's any promotion going on, how is that addressed? And is the franchisee also, his margins decrease or his margins stay there?
Yeah. So we have a discount going on throughout the year. We try to keep it consistent. We don't. It's not like clothing store where we do end of season sale, because in clothes we know summer wear, winter wear, it changes a lot, and you need to clean out the old inventory, bring fresh as per the season. In furniture that doesn't work. I mean, it's not seasonal product. Most of it is consistent throughout the year. So hence we already run a discount. And this 18% margin we are offering after a 20% discount, which we offer as a standard way. What we do is, we keep changing the name of this discount coupon, which is around 20%. So even if there's discount going on, there will be no impact for franchisee partner.
Okay, that's very helpful. Great. And Dinesh, before we close, we have seen a lot of interest coming in as we've drawn closer to the end of our webinar. And before we do that, I will request all our friends do mention what city you are keen to explore. Would be helpful, because some of you have even mentioned your warehouse space, which is available. We can explore all these options and city and your own profile. And if you're doing something similar, do mention would be helpful. And we can request Dinesh and Lokendra to maybe take some time out in the coming week where we can arrange one-on-one calls with these investors. And you also put a hotline number in the chat because a lot of you would want to connect. So we'll put our number in the chat box. You need to reach out on this number. And our teams too would also, in the due course of this week and the coming week, before these calls are organized, reach out to you and fix your calls with Mr. Lokendra and Dinesh. So before we close, any, you two have maybe a last word or a message for the audience which is listening to you live as well as on the webinar.
So Sonia, just one thing that, we are here to help, expand the store, presence across the country. And one thing that if somebody is going to invest on a franchisee store, we are there to help you from the day one. Like, we have a dedicated design team who will come up to, we will analyze the location. We will help you design the whole store. We have a designer sitting here. And we will also, keep a close track on what you are spending on decorating the store. So we will, help you launch that store from day one. In fact, if I give an example, even जो पेंट अगर आप स्टोर पे करा रहे हैं वो भी हमारा डिजाइन टीम आपको बताएगा कि कौन सा कोड का पेंट कितने रुपए लीटर में मिल रहा है और रोप्स कैसे लगानी है. We have a VM team who will visit your site, once or twice before launch. So need not to worry. In fact, we have a dedicated HR team who will help you hire the best resources. We will train them for a week or maybe a month. Okay, so in that ways, somebody who is new in this furniture segment, he need not to worry about that how things will be managed. We are there to help you out.
Much which date we should finalize for a discovery day? एक दिन किस दिन आप next week में अगर आप दे सकें, we will organize some pre-qualified meetings for you.
Any day, I mean, Wednesday and Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday is fine. I mean, next week, midweek.
Thursday, Wednesday is 13th.
Yes. Yeah, Wednesday is 13th. Yeah, we can.
So we are doing a discovery day on Wednesday. So please, before that, reach out to us and hotline. We will filter down, we will qualify. Our consultants would work and then pass it on to the management team at Wooden Street to finalize and shortlist.
Sure.
So thank you very much. Any last word to say before we close the webinar, and anything which you want to say to our audience?
Thank you for the opportunity. Just to conclude that we are a young brand. I'm in a very young team, as you can see, full of energy. We are here for long term. So, waiting for, more interactions. Yeah, that's it. Thank you so much.
Thank you everyone for your time.
Thank you very much. Really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Lokendra and Dinesh. Look forward to working with you. Over to you, Archana.
Thank you so much, Lokendra. Thank you so much, Dinesh, for joining in today. Thank you so much, our panel member. Dear participants, thank you so much for sparing time and joining us today. We'll just share our information with you. You can please reach out to us at our business hotline number, which is 97176-83838. We do encourage and invite all your suggestions, feedback at the same business hotline number. The entire team of Franchise India would definitely help you with all probable solution. You can also write and join management team of Franchise India at their respective LinkedIn IDs. That's the information I'll just on a screen. And tomorrow, under Business Opportunity Over Chai webinar series, we invite you for 209th edition of this series, where we represent a chain representing the preschool. TOTS, that's the brand we are representing tomorrow. So please do not miss this chance. At the same business hotline number, do registration so that you can join us tomorrow sharp 12 p.m. Thank you so much once again for joining in today. Have a great day ahead. Stay safe, stay happy. Thank you so much.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you.